I hate first day hair. I hate everything, actually. Welcome back to my channel. Hey. Well, here we are again. It's the ass crack of dawn. I forgot my earrings and it's first day hair. So I'm going to do the best that I can. Okay? No, I'm kidding. Been a little bit since I sat down to film because TMI, my period had me down bad and I couldn't muster the energy to do much or nothing. But we back, you know what I'm saying? And what better way to come back than you said it. Since I am in shambles upon returning from my monthly demise, I figured it'd be great to come back with not only catching you all up on some of the fragrances that we touched on in the previous haul, but also because of who I am as a person, unbox and give you all some raw, real first impressions on some fragrances that I ain't even smelled yet that I've gotten in since then. So yes, I guess this is part 1.5 or part 2 of the recent spring haul. Of course, if you haven't seen that haul, I'll make sure I leave it linked up in the cards. But yes, if you are interested in seeing some of the fragrances that I have been not only spending time with, that I've recently acquired or picked up, definitely make sure that you are subscribed and make sure you hit that notification bell, boo, so you don't miss when I upload another video. Yeah. It's kind of settled. I hate day one hair so bad. It's never the vision. You know, after subscribing, turning that post notification bell on and setting it to all so you don't miss when I post the next video or when I post a little deal, make sure you give this video a big fat thumbs up and hype it up as well because it's free and it goes a really, really long way to help support the channel and help us to grow. And last but most certainly not least, never ever ever forget, if you are interested in trying or buying any of the fragrances that we discussed today, to make sure to shop via any available links, discounted links, or discount codes down below in the description box because it really helps support the channel. And you know you go buy it anyway. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Girl, I'm swearing like hell with these retainers. It's first thing in the morning, so I'm not wearing a scent of the day. Maybe I'll have a scent of the day before the end of this video. For now, let's go ahead and deep dive into some fragrances that are familiar before we get into the newness. Now, this first fragrance is no stranger to the channel at all whatsoever. This is one that we've been talking about since it launched and the brand sent it to me. And because of the current condition of my bottle, I'll say I went ahead and took advantage of a recent Ulta sale and picked up another bottle of Snif and Monet McMichael's collab Rose Era. If I had to pick my top Snif fragrances, this is definitely in my top 3. Yes, folks, I picked this up with my own money. If you know, you know. This is a fragrance that the first time I wore it, it got compliments, and it is one that I can count on without thinking about. I can layer this with other Snif fragrances or other rose fragrances or just other fresh, clean, pretty fruity floral fragrances. I absolutely love this. I haven't opened this one just yet just because my original bottle is not done just yet, but again, because this is no stranger to the channel, we already know what this smells like. But yes, I did go ahead and pick up another bottle of Rose Era because I love it and because 50% off. Duh. Now, this next one was a blind buy that I mentioned in the previous portion of the haul, but I hadn't received it just yet. But since then, I have spent a couple of times wearing the new launch from Ellis Brooklyn, Isla, Sirena. At least that's how y'all told me to pronounce it. If that isn't correct, Ellis Brooklyn, I'm very sorry, but call me, girl. But here's a close-up of the bottle. This might be my favorite bottle from Isla Sirena, and from Ellis Brooklyn, I should say. Mainly just because it's so simple. And you would think, like, just looking at it, it's pretty basic and minimalistic, and it is, but it's pretty good quality if you ask me. But to the scent, I've worn this one a few times. I've worn it around the house, I've worn it to line dance, and just out and about errands. Light, effortless, easygoing, because that's kind of what it gives. But with a tropical spin. The lime in this is so good to me, I should say, because it really helps to balance out that like creamy coconut. Frankly, I don't necessarily feel like I get banana. I feel like it might give a texture or like a creaminess of banana, but I don't know if I could specifically say I get a banana note. You know what I'm saying? I mainly get like a fresh, zesty, juicy lime and like a creamy coconut. It almost smells like a slushy, like a margarita, but without the liquor. Maybe like a mojito something very light and refreshing with a subtle warmth to it. There's probably some sandalwood musk or something like that in this as well, some florals. It just smells like you're on, you know, the most luxurious white sand beach with a daiquiri in hand and a cabana boy greased up, you know, feeding you grapes, maybe, or like putting flowers in your hair, maybe I should say. It's really nice, and I'm actually quite surprised that I have enjoyed this so much. It's soft but present, and definitely a better fit for me than the Guava Granita or even Miami Nectar. Miami Nectar I definitely don't mind as much as Guava Granita. Guava Granita was a little nauseating for me, but this is probably a great balance for those of us that are not, you know, super realistic, photorealistic fragrance fans, gourmand fragrance fans, I should say. This is good. This is good. All of that to say this is good, and I'm really enjoying it. Still getting to know this fragrance, so I can't speak too much on performance longevity. Haven't gotten any compliments because, like I said, we're still getting to know each other. But so far, so good. Sound off in the comments if you have tried this one. It's been getting a little bit of traction lately, and I think it's going to probably get even more, you know, recognition when it's consistently warm for most people. But sound off in the comments if you tried this. I've really been enjoying Isla Sirena from Ellis, Brooklyn. We also touched on Armani's Power of You in that haul as well. Here is a close-up of the bottle, and I know y'all see the dents starting to form in these newer fragrances. I want to be able to speak to them. And this one, listen, I know this is not going to work for everybody, especially with that passion fruit as well as like the citrus in the opening. It might read a little musty, a little strong and sharp to people, but that has not been my experience. This is so smooth and well blended to my nose, and it almost smells like a whipped like ice cream or soft serve like passion fruit ice cream or something. Sorbet, I don't know, but it's delicious. And a fruity banger that I am super excited to continue spending time with, getting to know. This one, I can speak to the performance. I told you all when I tested this out in store that it lasted through washing my hands, and that has been my experience giving it a full wear as well. And I don't douse myself in this. You know, I do a healthy application, I say. But I'm not overspraying this to the point where it's choking myself or somebody else out. This is good. And I'm really, really eager to see how this is going to perform in like real warm weather, especially as that vanilla ages. But I know this wasn't working for everybody, but sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Oh, and it's so addictive. Oh my God. But really, really excited that I was able to add Emporia, Armani's new Power of You, to the collection. Next, I got an email from a brand asking me if I wanted to try out some of their scents, and they were so gracious enough to send over this adorable package that has been sitting, waiting for me to open it for weeks. This is from the brand Unearthed, and I just love how this is just giving Belle. You know what I'm saying? It's giving with her nose stuck in a book. You know, it's just it's just giving Beauty and the Beast, and I love it so bad. I'm gonna go ahead and take this apart. They sent over their Discovery set so I can test out some of the other scents that they didn't send me bottles of. Of course, they have some info cards giving a breakdown of all their scents. But let's get into the mess. I'm gonna go ahead and spray all it. In fact, matter of fact, they ain't pay for this. So let me go ahead and open and spray all of these, and then we'll debrief in just a second. Oh damn. They not only sent the eau de parfum, they also sent perfume and hair mist. Oh, that's so generous. I'm overwhelmed, and so I kind of don't want to open these. For the sake of time, I'm just going to open and unbox the eau de parfum versions. I didn't know they was going to send it all there. They done sent me too much stuff and then threw me off my game. Got to get myself together. Alright, so I've opened them all and sprayed them all. This first one is Unearthed. It's like I kind of like these bottles. I think it's the top that's getting on my nerves. Regardless, Vanilla Crown, as you would safely assume, is a vanilla. And it's not a super sweet vanilla. It's got a little something in it that's helping to keep it from being too sweet. It's like I don't know if I want to say a freshness to it, but there's a brightness, like a kick, if you will. Wouldn't be surprised if it's like something kind of spicy or citrusy. It's probably also something that's giving it a little powderiness in it. Maybe some florals or sandalwood or musk. It's nice. Now, as a non-vanilla girly, I'm not particularly blown away or excited about this one, but it is a nice fragrance, and it is one worth checking out, especially at this price point. Of course, I'll make sure I have it linked down below. But sound off in the comments if this is a brand or a house that you've tried before. But this one is pretty. Stand by for my fully formed thoughts as we get to know each other, but that is Vanilla Crown from Unearthed. Next, I have Royal Milk from Unearthed, and this one, I instantly smell like a nuttiness, maybe an almond. And it's creamy and subtly sweet, but not in my opinion, at least based on the tester strip, nauseating way. It's not giving Blanche Vet or Italica, those super like tonic, milky, creamy scents. It's not necessarily giving that. I wouldn't be surprised if it's more so of a sandalwood creaminess, but of course I don't know the notes. It's cozy, it's warm, and seems like one that's super easy to wear and doesn't seem like super heavy or obnoxious. But of course, I'm definitely going to have to spend time with this, get to know it, and report back my thoughts. But yeah, this one's just okay for me as well. But again, this is Royal Milk from Unearthed. Last but most certainly not least, we have Florodice. This one might be my favorite. It smells like fruity, but in like a kind of green way. Like the greenery, the leaves are still attached. The vine is still attached to the fruit. It's very floral, maybe like a rose or maybe even like a hibiscus, a peony. Something that has like a beachy kind of tropicalness to it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a guava or something like that in this as well. Let me look at the freaking notes, because this does not sound like that. Passion fruit, rose nectar, and coffee extract are the key notes of this one. And I guess that coffee, which I'm typically not a fan, is really helping to smooth out the edges of this fragrance, ground it so it's not too floral or too fruity. But it's nice. This is pretty. And for sure, my favorite, in case that wasn't clear, of the three that we discussed today. I'm going to go ahead and put this on my fragrance tray for the month, spend some time with it, and get back to you on my fully formed thoughts. But first impressions, I like this. Again, this is Florodice from Unearthed. Now, this next one comes to you courtesy of a good Joma Shop sale and the toxicity of the Santa Maria here on YouTube. This is one that she's been talking about for quite some time, and I went ahead and picked up a tester bottle because discount from Joma Shop of my first Memo Paris fragrance. This is Inlé. And this is one that you all have never heard me talk about, but I have been wearing the last couple of weeks since I've had it. And it's perfect for spring. What I mainly get from this is Arizona tea, like the green can, and like a subtle fruity nuance. I think it's tea and osmanthus are the keynotes here. Don't quote me. There's some florals in here. Wouldn't be surprised if there's like a woody muskiness. It's just fresh, green, herbal, but like pretty. Not to where you smell like bush, where you smell like, outside. This don't give me that. I've worn this a few times already since I've had it the last couple of weeks, but I think that this is going to be a best fit for me during sundress season. White toes, booty cheeks clapping, okay? It's just so pretty. Sound off in the comments if you've tried this one or if you have it in your collection. It's not, a super popular fragrance, but it is known and definitely warrants the recognition. Again, let us know your thoughts down below in the comments, but so happy to have Inlé from Memo Paris in the collection. Now this last one is a fragrance that started off as a limited edition launch that recently became permanent, and the brand was so gracious enough to send it over to me this time, because they didn't send it the first time it launched, but thank you anyway to Commodity. This is Perfumerism's launch or collaboration with them, Milk Orchid. You may have seen this over on my Instagram stories. I have not opened or smelled this fragrance, but it is pretty well beloved. You see, Perfumerism gave her collab a bit of a facelift because Commodity's packaging is not this luxe, but let's see. It is a box. Okay. A little card. And here is the bottle. Shout out to Commodity for sending over the Big Daddy. And this is the expressive scent space. I don't know if she's going to have a personal or bold version coming, but this is what we have for today. Let me get a scent strip. And let's see about the first spray together. Oh. Okay. It's more floral than it is milky. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was not this. Is there like a fruity nuance to this? Something green and like kind of tart maybe, but also like a sweetness that's helping it not to be like milk, not lactonic. Okay, this is better than I anticipated, and I'm grateful for that. Okay, I thought that this was just going to be another regular vanilla, but based off of my first impressions, this is not giving that. It's giving me more of a floral and somewhat fruity nuance to a vanilla. It's also not like nauseatingly, cloyingly sweet, which makes me very excited. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my tray too. Okay, Emma. Of course, this is not a new fragrance, let alone an unpopular one. This, when it was limited edition, sold out multiple times. But now that it's back, it's permanent, and it's here to stay. And I'm no longer prejudging it. I've actually got my nose on it. I have a bottle to spend time with it. I can formulate my thoughts and potentially admit that I was wrong about this fragrance, but sound off in the comments if this is one you've tried out or if you have in your collection. Regardless, I'm super grateful to have Commodity and Perfumerism's Milk Orchid in the collection. Oh my goodness, this video was so rusty dusty, but sound off in the comments and let me know your thoughts about all the fragrances that we discussed today. If you tried them, if you love them, if you hate them, if you're interested in trying them, and of course, if you are interested in trying or buying them, please make sure to shop via any available links, discount links, or discount codes down below in the description box, because it really helps me out. After commenting on this video and on your way to watching another video of mine, please make sure that you like, hype, share, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. Please be safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. I need to go back to doing 4 and 5 braids. This is too much. I don't forgot my earrings. Again. It's so hard being a girl. God, I hate first day so bad. At this point, forgetting something is part of the brand. Let's just roll with it, okay? We're just gonna go with it. Because if I stop, I'm not coming back. Why is first day hair so awful? I will show you what oil I'm using, but the brand ghosted me. So they still follow me though. But they ghosted me when it came time to cough up coin, you know, as they so often do. I'm gonna do the best I can with what I got. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Comfortable in my skin, cozy with who I am. Comfortable in my skin, cozy, cozy. Comfortable in my skin, feet up above your sins. I love myself, I am cozy, cozy.